And good morning, good afternoon everyone. This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. That's www.peoplesinternetradio.com, where we are seeking solutions. And this week's show is brought to you by A Slave's Guide to the Galaxy by No One Special, a fantastic book available on Amazon. So if you want to check that out, that would be fantastic. A Slave's Guide to the Galaxy. Tell loads of people about this book. Well worth a read. Do you know what? Here comes the summer. Welcome back to the Midday Show. This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. That's www.peoplesinternetradio.com, where we are seeking solutions. And today I have another call-in show, and you are quite welcome, more than welcome, to call in if you wish straight to the show. Have the platform, talk about what you want to talk about, bring up any subjects you want discussing. Asher, hey, that's what we're here for. It is a beautiful, beautiful sunny morning here afternoon now here in Galway. I'm absolutely thrilled at looking out my window. I see loads of birds flying around, blue-ish skies, because we were chemtrailed. So there is a creamy hue, but the sun is beaming through that, and hopefully we'll all get a bit of vitamin D today. But if you want to call in to the show, come into the chat room, obviously. That'd be great on www.peoplesinternetradio.com. But if you want to call in directly to the show, you can Skype me on Sean.Maguire651. That's Sean full stop, if you like, Maguire 651. Or you can call in on these numbers in Ireland, 01 254 4482. So that's 01 254 4482. And obviously with the code anywhere else in the world, you want to put 00353, drop the 0 for the number, so it's 00353 1254 4482, and hopefully we'll have a couple of callers maybe this hour. Doesn't often happen. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat room. Hi Sam, hi Nita, hi Naughton, hi Ronnie, hi Vin, hi Brian, hi Flies Like an Arrow, Little Boss Man, Mark Nadu. Do you know what? It's just great to be here. It's a beautiful, beautiful morning, and I want to talk a little bit about after, if you like, a track I'm going to play. I think we will have a little chat about the People's Internet Radio Roadshow, PIR Roadshow. We've got a lot happening. We've got our first gig booked. We've got lots of people wanting to speak, and I'll tell you all about it after a little track by The Damned. Asher, hey, who isn't these days? Anti-Pope.
Church. Only people who go there and show there, I'm ignorant.
And that was a fantastic track, Anti-Pope by The Damned. Welcome back. This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. That's www.peoplesinternetradio.com, where we are seeking solutions. And I welcome all of you to have I suppose another platform is going to be available to people who live in Ireland, and even if in the UK you feel like coming over and joining us on our travels, on our roadshow. People's Internet Radio has put together, with the help of some fantastic people, a roadshow that we hope will be invited to turn up, roll in to various festivals, to various events, to places all over Ireland. What do we want to do? We want to entertain people, just like my Out of the Bag show. I try and entertain people, but we also want to give as much information as possible and try and share the solutions that, luckily, being part of People's Internet Radio, we have been able to establish and research and look into and offer now as solutions to many, many people. Return to sender. People don't know about that, then we must share that. The official offer, madesimple.com. Fantastic website with all the details on the official offer, how to deal with a bank, because, that is one absolute solution, seeing as most people who are in a position with the bank are contracted, so we can change the offer of that contract, the details of that contract, to make it so that people do not lose their homes, so they do not lose their businesses, so they do not go into absolute financial debt, ending up with homelessness, which is what it seems to be happening around this country. It is really ridiculous what's going on, and if the people were in control, if the people had their say, this de facto provisional government, I hasten to use that word because we never voted for them. 32 counties never ratified this provisional government, and it's about time people knew this. So we will be taking the roadshow on the road. We will be telling people about RTS, about official offer, about lots and lots of other things, about sovereignty. We've got a lot of people involved and coming. We're hoping that Kai Holloway, who will be coming over and talking about many of his ideas about common law courts and all the rest of it. We're going to have Harry from We the People talking more solutions that are really, really important for people to know. What pen to use, what coloured pen, whether to write or to type. All these silly little nuances that the system uses to disallow people from getting what they want, from being who they want, etc. It really is important that we get this knowledge out there. I want to tell people about sovereignty. I'm a performing poet. Hopefully I'll be emceeing the shows, obviously with a few others. We are hoping to get a few DJs, so if you know a few DJs out there who could volunteer their services, as we go along, maybe it'll be self-funding, maybe we will get support. If you want to donate to the People's Internet Radio Roadshow, then please do via the normal donate button on People's Internet Radio website itself. Please mention that the donation is for the roadshow. That would be great. Otherwise, do the same, mention that it's for the roadshow, and donate to my website, which is www.outofthebagradio.weebly.com. So as we're waiting, if we're waiting at all, it might just be me waffling on for the next, just under an hour. Come on, phone in. You know you want to. This is the Buzzcocks. Sure, what do I get?
I just wanna love her like any other. What do I get? I only want a friend who stays to the end. What do I get? What do I get? Oh, what do I get? What do I get? Oh, what do I
And welcome back to the Midday Show. This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. And that was What Do I Get? By the Buzzcocks. And we are going to be on the road, and we are going to be trundling into Waterford. Yes, Stradbally in Waterford. Our gig, our 3 days we will be taking up part of a new festival called Rather Gather. And I think I'd rather people gathered around the People's Internet Radio Roadshow. Hopefully we'll get a lot of people who aren't used to hearing us, don't know what People's Internet Radio is, and maybe would be able to share the information that we will be sharing there on that weekend. It is the 22nd, 23rd and 24th of April. I've got some amazing people wanting to come on the road show, and we want to fill up the schedule even more. We've got 3 days of a schedule where we can hold workshops, where we can hold talks, discussions. We have a wonderful stage donated to us for the shows. We also have a tent, a big tent in case there is rain, and we can have workshops within it. We've had so many people helping us out. Tables and chairs might be coming from the GAA in Cork for this one particular Waterford gig. Anywhere else around the country, if you know anyone who wants to give us a hand, add things to us, make us bigger, make us more accessible, that would be wonderful. It'd be great to do teas and coffees and share leaflets and flyers and posters and really get the word out about various things. I'm really excited to have Harry and We the People and Christina on board. Jenny Mortel, who was on my show a little while ago, she will be coming to do a talk on plasterite and orgonite and chemtrails. She will also be holding workshops where people can get their hands dirty and make some wonderful plasterite ornaments, I'd like to call them. They're beautiful little items, making moulds of crystallized plasterite units, if you like, that we can put around the place, stop the old chemtrails, stop the Wi-Fi and all that from damaging ourselves, change the frequency of the world around us, and looking pretty at the same time, because you can paint them, make them look like beautiful ornaments and pop them around the house. That's the type of thing Jenny is doing, and it really is fantastic work. I'm hoping that Mick O'Connell from Liffey Sound FM, the wonderful Mick, will be there to do a few speeches, maybe talking about what his show does on FM radio. I wouldn't mind inviting other people from other stations to come and say hello. It's People's Internet Radio Roadshow, but that doesn't mean to say we can't help promote other people doing great work. Campaigns. I mean, if you've got a campaign, I know Mike Linney has got the campaign, about the elderly abuse with Mike Gavin. That type of thing is very interesting for people to know what is going on. We want to share the information that Gordon Bowden has shared and given us over the months and months on Out of the Bag. As I'm thinking of that, I want to really send wishes and love to John Patterson, who is residing on Her Majesty's request in Lewes prison in the UK. Now that's Lewes. If anybody is up that way or wants to contact John or send him a letter, find out from Lewes prison. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to give you the details and show John your support and all the rest of it. Wouldn't it be great in April to have maybe John and Gordon over for the roadshow? But hey, that's if we get sponsorship, if we get funding, if we get a few donations from a few people. I think it'd be great to get a lot of the PIR people over. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have Dr. Rock over, Pat Veldon, Laurie, Unique Lee, all these people who are doing just fantastic work with wonderful shows here on PIR. Wouldn't it be great for us all to have regular meetings to meet up? And I think the roadshow is a very good vehicle for that. Brian in the chat room says PIR Roadshow needs donations of lighting. If any listeners have anything knocking around they are not using. That's it. We've got a PA donated to us. That's fantastic. We might be looking for another generator. So if we can generate any interest in that, that would be fantastic. And thank you, Brian. You're right. We do need a lighting rig, and the stage is lovely and it has tressing, and if we could put a lighting rig up there, that would be wonderful. Another way of that would be to have DJs maybe come in to play some ambient sounds there in the evening while we're chilling, and having a wonderful festival and maybe checking out the sites of the rest of the festival at Rather Gather. I gather that there are other great things happening around the festival site. It's a wonderful, wonderful weekend away in Waterford, and I hope many, many people will not only come and enjoy the Rather Gather festival, but I would rather they gathered around the PIR Roadshow, come ask us questions, tell us how they are, what they're up to, from wherever in the country they may be. We will have, as I mentioned about campaigns. We have been asked with the campaign for the Craigavon to come on, and absolutely most welcome. We need to know the truth about what is going on. People still being interned without trial here in Ireland. We know that journalists, Republicans, various other people who speak out can quite easily be targeted and put away for the most unjust reasons. It's just really outrageous. I'm going to play another tune, tell you a little bit more about the PIR Roadshow after this. This is A Forest. Yes, it is. By The Cure. and welcome back to the Midday Show. This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. That's www.peoplesinternetradio.com, where we are seeking solutions. And obviously this is a show where I am going to be telling you all about the People's Internet Radio Roadshow. So taking the show on the road, as they say. I did get great feedback from the boys down in Cork, Del and Sean and all those people down there doing great work. Hopefully they will be involved as well with talks and workshops and sharing their wonderful information. In the chat room last night, I think it was during Pat Veldon's Scotland is Free show, P.O. put into the chat room that he wants to make wooden plaques with Article 40.5 engraved on them so that they can be hung outside or beside the welcome sign outside people's front doors. He's also offering to do that Ascailga, if preferred, in Irish. So that's pretty cool. He says maybe send some to the PIR Roadshow. That would be fantastic. It'd be even better, P.O., if you came along and did a roadshow workshop on this and let other people see the skills you have. I know that you make hurleys from a wonderful game of hurley over here. The ash stick that is used in the sport. And you did contact me a little while ago and just mention the fact that would it be something on the roadshow, a hurley workshop, making hurleys. Absolutely. That's the type of thing we want, and we can have speakers on the main stage talking the subject matters they want, but we can also have workshops and various other things going on. And if you think you want to promote what you are doing, if you also know of maybe a business who wants to promote themselves, an ethical, sovereign business, an Irish one preferably. I know that's asking a lot, but if they want to be part of the roadshow, if they want to be supportive of us, we're looking for sponsorship in many ways. So, it'd be great if all this stuff could be done. It really would. No phone calls so far from anyone. Gives me an opportunity to play the Extroverts and Blank Generation, a real old one from back in the 70s.
Generation.
was Blank Generation. Oh yeah, by the Extroverts. That's Extroverts. And check them out. Back on the road again, doing loads of gigs, and the big Rebellion Festival in Blackpool awaits many, many of those fantastic bands. Well, here we are. It's the 15th of March, and it is just gone 12:30. No callers so far, but if you do want to call in, we have a Skype way of calling in. Go for my Skype. It's Sean.Maguire651. You can always add me and I'll add you immediately and you can come on. That's Sean.Maguire651 on Skype. Or in Ireland, if you're in Ireland, 01254 4482. And the same number, drop in the 0, put on 00353 before the number, and it's 12544482. And if that's the case, you know, you got them now. Why don't you use them? Indeed, why don't you use it? This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. That's www.peoplesinternetradio.com, where we are seeking solutions. This is my midday show, and I just want to tell you about my show tomorrow night. It is obviously out of the bag. It is a wonderful, wonderful place for me to be every Wednesday night, and I hope you think so too. 3 hours of mayhem and plenty of guests and music. So tomorrow night, what have I got for you? Well, I've got Clive DeCarl, our wonderful Clive DeCarl, who has his Health Revolution show here on People's Internet Radio on Saturdays. He interviewed, I think, Liam Sheff, one of my good friends, last week. I'm really, really looking forward to talk to him, because specifically we're going to be talking about GC Math, what it is, how it works, why it works, what it was used for, etc., etc. Basically, all things health related is going to be brought up on the first hour of Out of the Bag with Clive DeCarl. My second guest, my second hour, I have William Gensk. And William Gensk was recommended to me. I've never spoken to William before. He has been recommended to me for the work he is doing I think he's a photographer in Germany or Denmark or somewhere like that. We'll find out tomorrow night. He has been recommended to me by Ollie Damigard, who contacted me and said, listen, there's a guy called William Gensk. I think you'd have a good interview with him. Can I connect you? And Jesus, we got connected, and he will be my guest for the second hour of Out of the Bag tomorrow night. And followed by the final hour, I will be having the wonderful, the inimitable Miles Johnson. Now, Miles Johnson from the Base One project and various other UFO and extraterrestrial information, but he's also gone into, I suppose, the modern technology that is being used or is possibly going to be used on the population, the species of this planet by the psychopathic elites, the military matrix that rule us. Some people say it's off-Earth extraterrestrial. Me, personally, I think it's just a mad bunch of bastards up there with loads of money who think they control us, think they can treat us like slaves, and we are the scum to them, and they just want rid of us, or controlling of us. What can I say? I'm going to play a track right now. So that's Out of the Bag tomorrow night. I mean, what a show. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm not usually as organised as this. Only got it sorted yesterday, but hey, 3 fantastic guests, Clive de Carl, William Gensk, and Miles Johnson. Please don't miss it. And tell your friends. I'm going to play a tune by the wonderful, 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 and I mean it, Hazel O'Connor. Do you remember Breaking Glass, the movie? And Big Brother and all those tracks she came out with years and years ago, telling us as it is in the old punk new wave style. Well, saw her not too long ago doing an acoustic beautiful, beautiful set here in Galway. And this is from the Beyond the Breaking Glass album, and it is called Beyond the Breaking Glass. I will play the title track. Here we go. Enjoy.
Have all taken flight, monsters come out fighting. No need to fight if I can talk, no need to run if all I need to do is walk on the path enlightening. And I will go where life leads me. The road be far and wide, through the broken dreams of yesterday, with time on my side and with faith as my guide, I will walk on through though I don't know where I'm going to find my way back home at last. Yeah, I'm gonna walk on when I'm crumbled and cracked. Walk on, won't be looking back in anger. Walk on beyond the broken glass. And in the morning of my day, I send the monsters on their merry way. I celebrate their leaving, and of the loss, and of their gain, and of the joy, and of the pain. And I'll tell you, yeah, I'm still a believer, and I will go where life leads me. Though the road be far and wide,
and welcome back to the Midday Show. This is Sean Maguire live on People's Internet Radio. That's www.peoplesinternetradio.com, where we are seeking solutions. And that was from Beyond the Breaking Glass, the fantastic, and I mean it, every single track is either beautiful, moody, or just feckin' rocks, okay? And it is Hazel O'Connor, and she is basically back with a fantastic band now, doing all the old songs she used to do in the old days, but also added to that a rake of wonderful, wonderful new songs. Beyond the Breaking Glass, it's been out a while. I've had it for a while. I saw Hazel O'Connor in Galway a while back, but I was re-listening to it, and it is just a fantastic album. If you want another track from that, pop it in the chat room and I'll play another one before the end of the show. But otherwise, I'm going to be basically using this hour, because that's what's happened, as an advertisement for the People's Internet Radio Roadshow. Yes, PIR Roadshow. Do we want sponsorship? Of course we do. Do we want donations? Yes. Do we want to try and be self-funding in the end so we don't need all that? Of course. But what we want to do is we want to go around Ireland telling people about their sovereignty, about the truth of their de facto government, about what they can do to let the system know that they aren't going to be manipulated, controlled and abused. I think that is really, really our trip around the roadshow, what we should be doing. But on top of that, guys, if you have a singer-songwriter, I mean, there's some fantastic people who have been on my shows over the years, and I must go back and dig them out and recontact some people. You know, it would be great to have people who I've been playing on the shows with some political type tunes, with some rebel type tunes, all that type of stuff, to come on and come up to the roadshow with us and perform for us. And there will be an audience there for you. And I really do think that as we go on, it doesn't just have to be festivals. If you have a big field that you can organise and have a bit of time for us to promote, yeah, we'll come to that field. We've got a generator, at least one, so we can get at least the speakers on the go, etc. You know, it is a place. If you are involved in a festival, if you're involved in the Body and Soul, Electric Picnic, Oxygen, whatever they may be, and you think that us volunteers deserve a place, a space in that festival, in those festivals, for us to give this information out. I mean, we're not charity. We are telling people as it is. We are needing help, of course, but that's you guys supporting. We will be supported by you. You know, we're not Oxfam, we're not big, we're not Greenpeace, we're not those people. What we are a group of caring, I think wonderful people who are trying to get the truth out to the masses. And I think it could be venues around Ireland. We don't need to use the stage. If you've got a venue, if you've got to book a hall, a community centre, a pub, a back room, a hotel banquet room, whatever the crack, I think it would be absolutely wonderful if we were able to come, to share, to do all that type of stuff. It would be wonderful. And just heard that Elvis Costello is going to be playing in Galway very, very soon, and the Undertones, I've played 2 Undertones tracks today, will be supporting them. So, Jesus, I'm happy with that. If I can afford to get a ticket, I'll be there. If it clashes with the roadshow, sure I'll miss it. This is Oliver's Army, Elvis Costello.
Fine.
And that was the wonderful Elvis Costello, and of course, the infamous by now, Oliver's Army. Now, I've been asking people in the chat room, do they want to hear a poem? And yes, Brian has said page 52 from my book. Now, this is how I make a living. This is how I hope to support People's Internet Radio Roadshow and be able to be there and petrol and all the rest of it. Out of the Bag, a selection of poems, is available on my website. It is my book. It is the way I try and earn a few shekels. It's available on www.outofthebagradio.weebly.com. If you want to check that out, that'd be fantastic. I've got a number from Brian. He wants page 52. I'll go to page 52 and I'll read you this. It's called The Competition, and it goes like this. Starved of knowledge, we drift aimlessly, creating chaos and disorder wherever we travel. The truth, which few are searching for, is marked in stone, but is beneath miles of fickle gravel. We need to look far deeper within ourselves for this truth to unravel. The competition is the game we play. We seem to think that with everything we do there must be a winner. The dividing line between good and bad, true and false, it's getting much thinner. Nobody is perfect, and we must realize how each one of us is a sinner. The competition is the game we still play. Do we not understand that for every victor there has to be the one that's lost? That to seek and adore our singular heroes is really to our own cost? That this will lead us into a lack of creation as we burn in an ironic frost? Why, oh why, is the competition the game we still play? There you go, that's for you, Brian. And Ian alone, for God's sake, pick a number between 10 and 90, and you pick 7. I know I didn't say it in the chat room before, so 7. Let me see what is on page 7, that'd be interesting. Go to page 7. Sure, it's just a part of the contents list. So, I tell you what, pick another number, Ian, and I'll read that out. Tell is in or Tele, is it Telly? Am I watching Telly in the chat room? Tell is in the chat room, and he says number 12. So page 12, let's have a look. Page 12 is called Trivial Pursuits, and it goes like this. Running for election or running for the bus? Which is more realistic to any one of us? Spending loads of money on a game that has no rules while the corporations run the countries, not the politician fools? Just another comedy on TV Station 1 or a soap opera where the storyline has never quite begun? Decisions that affect us on both local and global levels are out of our hands as we're controlled by mindless devils. Well, I know I sound paranoid as I tell you of the facts, but how else can we explain all of the ridiculous nation's acts? Things are getting better, I hear you say to me, but I believe that when there are no wars, no hunger, and no ignorant stupidity. There you go, Tell. That's the one for you, and if Ian wants to put another number in there, we've got another one, but you know what? It is 5 to 1. A tune pops into my head by the Doors, 5 to 1, 1 in 5, no one gets out of here alive. I want to wish love and best wishes to my Auntie Olga, who passed away the other day, and I will be flying over possibly to the funeral in Harlow in Essex as soon as they let us know when it is. In England it takes a little while, and there's Easter and all the rest of it, so I might not be going over there for a little while. It might be the end of the month or whatever, but yeah, I want to say wishes and love to the family. And yeah, my Auntie Olga, she was quite a rebel, an Indian lady who married my Uncle Michael. And against all that racism and bigotry, they stood out amongst them all. And love her loads and miss her already. And hopefully I'll be over there to see her. I'm going to finish the show with... Ian alone has put in the word number 59. Asha, shall I finish the show with a poem? I got to finish with a track, really, but I'm going to do page 59 for Ian. Very unfair that I didn't have anything on page 7 for him. Well, this is a performance piece, and when you see me on the People's Internet Radio Roadshow, I'll be absolutely rocking this one out. Very, very loud, very, very proud. But I wonder how it's going to go down here on the radio. Here we go. I'll try and keep it a little bit so I don't want to blast your eardrums at the end of it. Because it is called Shouting. And it goes like this. Please believe in heroes, and imagine you were one. Not just an insignificant trying to have some fun, because significantly you can choose to make a difference to our world. In a world where girl gets guy, girl gets girl, guy gets guy, guy gets girl, where we get what we want, a world to see where no hunger, no war, no poverty can spoil the canvas on which we create. And the magic world word is tolerate. T, talk. O, openly. L, letting. E, everyone's. R, rationale. A, act. T, together. E, everywhere. Rant. Rants. Rants. Tolerance? Do I really have to shout about it? There you go, a performance piece for you, Ian. Thanks for that. It's, I wonder how that went down on the radio. Well, we shall see. It's been a beautiful morning. I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat room because they could easily have been elsewhere. I want to thank all the people that didn't call in. Next time, call in, guys. There's nothing to be fearful of. We're just live on the air in front of, I don't know how many people. But, you know, it really is important that we, get our words out, get our platform used. That is what we are. People's Internet Radio is a platform. People's Internet Radio Roadshow is going to be a fantastic platform too, to bring it to the people who don't listen to the internet. Do you know what? I'm going to finish off with the angelic upstarts, because that's who we are. We're angelic and we're upstarts, and we're getting out there and we're going to tell people exactly how it is. This is from their album, oh Jesus, what was the album called? I can't remember. Oh no, it's called Last Night Another Soldier. And I want to thank you all, because you are all soldiers, not in a aggressive way, in a uniform way, but in the way that you are sovereign human beings spreading the truth to the world. Last Night Another Soldier. Angelic Upstars. This has been Sean Maguire on his midday show. Yep, that's me. See you tomorrow for Out of the Bag. Have a great day, everyone.
Looking at them.